Really appreciate your company this morning. Businessman Alfred Woyome has today taken on justices of the Supreme Court of Ghana, accusing them of violating his fundamental human rights. His lawyers a few hours ago opened Mr. Woyome's case against the state at the African Court on Human and People's Rights. Mr. Woyome is challenging the Supreme Court of Ghana's 2014 decision ordering that he pays the state an amount of 51 million cedi paid him as judgment debt. Take a listen to lead counsel for Mr. Woyome, Osafo Boabing, during his opening address. Apologies, we can't bring you that now, but my colleague Mama View Uswabwaje joins me in studio with some details of what has transpired so far. Hello, Mama View, what do we know?
Hi, Benes. So essentially, Kweku Osafo Boabeng, who is Woyome's lawyer, has been making these arguments. He's told the court that Woyome's right has been violated by the review decision of the Supreme Court of July 24, 2014. You did make mention of that. Now, where it was held that the two stadia contracts were unconstitutional because they had not sought prior approval of Parliament. Subsequently, the court ordered that Woyome should refund the money. But according to Mr. Woyome, by not respecting the terms of the agreement, Ghana essentially violated his rights, and therefore he wants the African Court to help protect his rights. And I want to take you back a bit, because if you remember, the African Court on Human and People's Rights earlier asked Ghana to suspend all efforts to retrieve the 51.2 million Ghana cedis judgment debt paid to Woyome until the court determines an appeal filed by him. Now, I'll tell you what Ghana has also been arguing at this same court. So our Deputy Attorney General essentially is arguing that the application lacks merit and it's procedurally incompetent, and that the matter that was heard, which Woyome complains of, was never a human rights matter in the first place, and that really never came up until this.
So in terms of demands, what does Mr. Woyome want the court to do?
Essentially, he's asking for some compensation.
Interesting. Let's now pay attention to the case advanced by the Deputy Attorney General Godfred Dame. You brought us highlights of that earlier. Essentially, what is he saying?
Well, the fact that Woyome's human rights issue had never come up when the case was being heard. You remember that he's filed a couple of applications.
Yeah.
Exactly. So and the human rights issue never came up. So this is basically the first time that this is showing up. And then he's also saying that Woyome has exhausted all internal remedies and saying that the application lacks merit and it's procedurally incompetent.
Thank you for the details, Mama Vio Uswabwaje. There will bring you updates on that in subsequent bulletins as that hearing progresses.